doing a finale on my Finish 13 by Halloween. I know that this is super late. I have not filmed in like 2 months. I just got super busy. I am in grad school and I'm teaching, and being a student and a teacher at the same time is pretty hard. So I wanted to give you guys a final update on how things went. I was just going to include it in my empties that I'm going to finish next, but I have so much stuff in my empties that I figured I'll just make this the separate thing. So first I'm going to share with you guys the stuff that I finished completely. So I finished up my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in 102 Shell Beige. This I love. It is one of my all-time favorite foundations. I actually have two more. I have one in 101 and 102. So I continue to use this. I love this. It wasn't hard for me to use up because I really liked it. There was just a little bit left. So that is completely finished. I finished up this Physicians Formula pH Matchmaker powder foundation type thing. This one was one that I had mentioned in my original video that I had repressed it and then it turned pink. And so the surface was pink. I used it kind of as a blush, and then underneath it a little bit further it was more of a dark foundation, and I finished that up finally. So the pan is empty on that. This one is one that I would never repurchase again. The packaging is super bulky and the powder itself was a little bit too dark for me. There's definitely ones I like better, so I wouldn't repurchase this one again, but I'm glad that I was able to get it out of my collection. I finished up this Coola Unscented Mineral Sunscreen Matte Tint. This I actually really liked. It was one that I used a lot during the summer where it just kind of blurred my pores a little bit. It didn't really have any coverage or anything, but then my face was protected. This was one that I would look into maybe purchasing again at some point. I don't need it right now, but I did like it quite a bit. The next thing I finished up is this Becca Beach Tint Shimmer Souffle in Watermelon and Moonstone. This one was a really nice blush. It was like a glowy blush that was kind of a neutrally pink color. I actually really liked this. It was kind of messy, but it looked really nice on the cheeks and it gave a really nice glow. This is one that I would consider purchasing again at some point. I'm working on the other cream blushes that I have, but this one was really nice and I liked it quite a bit. The next thing that I finished is this little BareMinerals Marvelous Moxie Speak Your Mind lipstick. This one, there's still just a touch left of it. There's like a little bump on it, but I figured I had used it enough. This one I really liked to mix with the other one that I had in this project. This is the Colourpop Lippie To Go in Bound. So this one had a lipstick on one side and a lip liner on the other. There's still product left in the lip liner spot, but the thing that happened was that all of these that came in this little set, the lip liner fell out, and then it was loose and it fell on the ground. So I didn't technically use it 100% up, but I wasn't going to use it again once it fell on the ground. So these two together were really nice color and I like them both, but I used them both up, and I probably won't repurchase either of them. I used up this NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. I have been working on this forever. I think I've been using this for a good 1.5 or 2 years, and I finally used it up. It was a fine base. It wasn't anything that I loved, and I probably will never go back and repurchase. I have way too many cream bases anyway, but it was not my favorite thing. The last thing that I used up 100% is the YBF Your Best Friend Automatic Eyebrow Pencil. This one is in Universal Taupe. I really like this pencil. It has a spoolie on one side and then a pencil, like a brow pencil, on the other side. It was nice and quick and easy. I don't know that I would repurchase it again because there are definitely ones in the drugstore that I'm sure work just as well as this one, but I did like it. It was really nice. I've repurchased it several different times. Okay, the next things are things that I didn't really finish up, but I am calling done. So the first thing that I just gave up on is this Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the base mattifier or mattifying primer. This is terrible. I have had this for a while. I'm glad I bought the small size because whenever I use this, it makes my makeup look horrendous. Like, it balls up, my makeup won't sit right on top of it. I gave it a couple of shots and then I just called it done. I wasn't going to try to keep forcing myself to use it because it always looked terrible and I always hated my makeup whenever I used this. So this is just going to go in the trash. There's no point in keeping it because it's terrible. The next thing that I partially finished, but it's not 100% done, is the Coastal Scents Reveal 2 Palette Sampler. So this one came with 4 colors that are in the Reveal 2 palette from Coastal Scents. I used up the like rose gold pinky shade completely and I figured that I was going to call it good. I used a good chunk of this one here. I hit pan on the burgundy one and I didn't touch anything on the pink one, but I used up the main color that I liked best from this little palette, so I was just going to call it done so that I could use my other palettes. I will zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better, but I'm calling that one good. It's old. I have the actual Reveal 2 palette, so I don't need to keep working on the sample. The next thing that I have is the Naked Basics palette from Urban Decay. This is the Naked Basics 1 palette. And this one, I finished up the colors that I was intending to. So this was in my Pan That palette from 2016. And I think I had finished up Venus and Foxy. I think I'd use those 2 up at that point, and then I had Walk of Shame and Naked 2 left. I used those 2 up completely and did get those done. There are 2 colors in the palette that I did not finish. I have Faint and Crave. Crave is a black that has shattered a couple different times in there, and I'm never going to use that completely up. And then Faint is a light brown that's nice enough, but I think I'm just going to get rid of this whole palette because I have other palettes that have this color in it. This is old. This is probably at least 5 years old now. The shadows aren't as good as they used to be, and the packaging is just jacked up. So I thought about depotting Faint, but I think I'm just going to get rid of it completely because there's no point in hanging on to that one shade when I have it in other palettes anyway that are newer and fresher. So I think I'm done with this entire palette. I'm going to call it good. There are 2 products that I have that I didn't 100% finish up, but I made really good progress in. The first one is the Colourpop highlighter in Lunch Money, and this one is just a pretty champagne-y color. This one actually grew on me when I first started using it. I didn't love it, but I've used it pretty much every day, and look at that. That's still the amount that I have left. I've used it pretty much every day, but I do like it a lot more than I originally did, I think, and so it has actually grown on me, and I'm happy to keep using it. It's just one of my cream highlighters that I feel like I need to get working on because it's older. And then the other thing that I didn't finish off, but I made a huge amount of progress in, is the Milani Brow and Eye highlighter, and then the side I was working on was matte cream, and this one I only have like down to here, and then that's technically the matte cream side. This I've been using as my eyeshadow base. It's fine. I'll keep using it because this is a good amount of pencil that's done. I'll probably work on this next on finishing this up before I do anything else. I like it. It's okay. It's not what I'm going to probably repurchase. But I think that is it for my products that I intended to use up for the Finish 13 by Halloween. I did not finish... I think I only had like half of them finished up by Halloween actually, and I think that's part of why I never wanted to film an update besides being busy, was that I still had so much left in my other one. So the other ones that I finished off over the course of the next month, 2 months, a lot of these have been done for a while, but they're just ones that I've continued to work on, and it took me a lot longer than the time that I set up for the Finished 13 by Halloween. So I'd love to hear if you have any thoughts on any of these projects. If you guys are doing any project pans or anything like that right now, let me know that in the comments below. I love watching project pans. There's something that I just really enjoy about them and seeing people use up their collection. So let me know that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.